Morning chat. Um, I started a stream mainly because I had like a thought to myself while looking at myself in the mirror, and usually I don't have thoughts that lead me to a conclusion. They're oddly, like specific conclusions about myself. Um, Usually I don't have any thoughts about myself to come to conclusions. But I think about it more, and I'm like, who do I want to be? Do I want to be a piece of shit, you know, LGBTQ, community member that kind of showcases the worst of the community? Because I feel like I've become kind of what I don't want to be, which is just kind of a toxic, useless piece of shit who causes pain and is an asshole. Which is not what I want to be. Who I want to be is a person that people can count on. And that's a weird thought. I've never really have these thoughts of I'm kind of not a great person. I usually don't have thoughts about myself often enough to actually enact. But I just thought as I was like, if my dad ever finds out, it may not be the greatest conclusion. Unless I start to show respect. And then maybe, just maybe, it will end in a complete fucking disaster. And maybe, just maybe, I'll actually get treated like a human fucking being. Unlike how my dad thinks, like, LGBT shit is. Usually, I don't hear him speak the highest of them. I'm sure he'd rather me just be a normal, straight, cis male. His bloodline. My mom isn't exactly that way. She jabs. She jabs at me about stuff, you know. But I mean, that's kind of what I've been known for, is not taking, I make jokes about myself. I make jokes that I'm sure people wouldn't like me to make jokes about to myself, about myself. And maybe that's what really causes this stuff to happen, is that I just don't feel entirely confident in myself and in my parents, especially my dad, being the way he is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's seen stuff. Not like, I'm sure he's seen stuff. He was fucking vet in Iraq. There's no way he hasn't seen shit that maybe just maybe shape his bit of a closed-in view of the world, and a bit of his, stubbornness might have led from that, but there's also just from what I've heard from my mom. It's just personality. I mean, I have a bit of, stubborn shit, I'm stubborn as fuck. I usually don't give a shit what people say about me or care, to be honest. To be quite honest, I do this, I don't know, for just for fun, but also as a way to slightly have a more open way of expressing. Not everybody has not every person has a huge following, even if they're from LGBT, especially on the internet, man. Like, the internet is a harsh place for some people, and it's even a harsher place if people don't like who you are, because if somebody followers doesn't like you, oh boy, you better hope they're merciful, because usually they're not. That's why I'm glad I'm not, at all popular. I have people that I've met through, little alleys. I don't think there's a lot of people who actually hate LGBT, but there's a few that definitely doesn't like it, I would say respect human beings, but if you don't respect who they are, at least God damn it.